So I just want to do a quick review of this Noodler's Q Eternity bottled ink for fountain pens. Obviously it's a Noodler's ink, which is very popular ink. It's rather affordable. It sells for about $12 or $13 for 3 ounces. That's 90 milliliters. So it's definitely affordable for an ink. This is part of the Bernanke line, the Ben Bernanke line, which is quick drying. The name, again, is Q Eternity, but if you look at the label, it doesn't, to my knowledge, say that anywhere. There's, QE for quantitative easing, but if the name isn't quantitative easing 3, it's Q Eternity, and it's 3 ounces. So I guess there's some sort of pun there. I don't really get it. Anyway, the joke is that they printed so much currency that you needed quick drying ink, and this is quick drying ink. There are other inks in the Bernanke series. This just happens to be the blue black, which apparently was very highly requested. Comes in a glass bottle that's tall, easy to fill, but the problem with it, not really a problem, but the thing to note is that when this thing comes, it is filled absolutely to the brim, so you have to be super careful there. Looking at it there, you could see it seems to be pretty dark. I've used, I don't know, a couple milliliters of this so far. I've been writing with it for a few weeks on and off. I've had some other Noodler's inks, so I figured we'd hop right in with this review. It's blue-black, quick drying. That's really all you have to know. The rest of the stuff is interesting, but probably not particularly fascinating. I've been mainly testing out in this Platinum Preppy. I've also had it in a TSWBI Eco. So just give it a quick test. And I haven't used this pen in a while, but it starts right up, even though I haven't used this pen in a day or two. This is the Noodler's Q Eternity. Blue, black, and this is a Platinum Preppy medium, and that is a 0.5 millimeter. One thing I will say about this ink is that it is on the watery side. Obviously there's good saturation here. You could see that, and it started right up, but it tends to make my pens write as if they're a size larger. So basically when I had it in a medium TSWBI, this thing, it wrote like a broad, which is like, it's fine and I don't mind it, but it's something to take into account, which it is on the watery side. The nice thing about it being on the watery side is that it absorbs pretty quick. This is a this is a Nemosin paper, so it's not going to absorb super quick, which it's got a very sort of resistant feel to it, like a velvety soft feel, which means you get really nice coloring out of it, but not the same absorption time. If you write on a softer paper, a more absorbent paper, you'll see maybe some feathering, which is where it sort of, you could see it bleeding on the fibers of the paper, but the absorption will be super fast with an ink like this. Do some quick comparisons here. This is a standard Coveco or Coeco, whatever, blue. It's just the one that comes with it. And see what else we have lying around that I thought would be comparable. This is the Herbin Blue Nuit, so another darker blue. Not as good as the startup here. Blue Nuit. Definitely not as smooth writing. And then we have a Pilot Konpeki. those are just kind of standard blues. You know, we could get into some other ones, like here's a Diamond 1864 blue black, and now you're getting into like a true blue black, almost more of a black, whereas the Bernanke is like you know, pretty loose for a blue black. And see what else we'll have. This is a Color vs. Saturn. Needs a second to get going. Verse. And I'll do that comparison up there. It just is a lot closer to that Bernanke, but not as watery. So pretty close with the Color vs. Saturn 5. Did some other samples, and you can just pause the video to check it out. We have the Bernanke is right here. And here's that TSWBI Eco medium. Maybe it's hard to tell unless you've had a TSWBI Eco, but you could see it really is a thick line it puts down. It really had that TSWBI writing like a broad. So, all things being said, I like the pricing of this Noodler ink. It's very affordable, you know, at a per milliliter basis. This one's on the watery side, so I haven't been using it as much. It just puts down a ton of ink. So in some applications it's great, in other applications it's not so good. So overall, I don't love, I guess to wrap up, I don't love the color. I think the color is fine. It's we got a little bit of green in it or something. It's just like, it's a nice blue, but not my favorite blue. Yeah, solid, good performance. I've been liking blues with a little bit more pop to them. Like this is a, give it a second, and this is a Walden Pond. This is like a blue-green. Maybe it's not a fair comparison, it's just sort of a specialty ink, but I've been really kind of more along the lines of those. And then when I want a blue-black, I've been reaching for something more in the dark tones, like a true blue-black. But that's just me. I think it's an interesting ink and really affordable and great day-to-day. It's very well-behaved. And if you have any pens that write too slow, you can move over to a watery, more watery ink, and you'll get the benefit of quicker drying and kind of better behavior. So that's it, the Noodler's Q-Eternity 3. Thanks for watching.